Hey you guys, it's your girl T, and I have a story that's coming out of our fourth favorite state, ghetto ass Georgia. So what's going on now in Georgia, you ask? What's going on is that there's this huge rap beef that's going on between Migos and this other group called the Ungoogables. And they've been beefing for a while now, and this has really spiraled out of control. And I'm sure a lot of y'all are probably like, who the hell is Migos? Alright, so what happened is that back on June 11th, there was a young man, he was 23 years old, his name is Paris Brown, and he decided to basically host a party for Migos there in Gwinnett County at a hotel. And so he was there hosting the party, and these other guys from this rival rap group, they had been beefing Migos for a while. And they ended up shooting up the party, and the person who hosted the party, who was an innocent bystander, he was a fan, he wasn't involved in any type of gang activity, any criminal activity, he ended up getting shot and killed. This situation is really, really disturbing. I'm going to go ahead and play you guys a news clip right now, and then I'll come back with the rest of my commentary.
Rival rap groups led to the murder of a fan, and they fear this could be just the beginning. Channel 2's Tony Thomas is live in Duluth. Detectives say the murder could be solved if some worry more about the victim and less about their street cred. Tony.
Yeah, that's right. This is the parking lot and motel room where this murder occurred earlier this month. The most frustrating part for detectives, they tell me, is the fact that 25 to 30 people who were out here likely saw something, including one of the rappers being targeted himself. But nobody's talking. Gwinnett County Police say this surveillance video shows the two gunmen approach the June 11th party. They have guns in their hand. A few seconds later, they're seen running away, still shooting.
Very casually, as if this is all a game and a big joke, but it's not, because someone lost their life.
Investigators say rap fan Paris Brown died at the scene. Investigators believe the gunmen are associated with rival rap group 2G and were aiming for Migos member Kiara Cephas, who goes by the street name Offset. John Washington tells me he questioned Cephas about the murder, but Cephas appeared more interested, he says, in keeping his street cred than helping police solve any actual murder of one of his fans.
We know he was there, however, he would not cooperate with the police investigation.
Cephas has not been charged, but this man has. Police are looking for Corey Marzette and are still trying to identify the second gunman. But investigators say the witnesses seem more interested in rapping about crime than helping solve a real-life murder.
I swear I watch first 48 all the time. 48.
We want to end this as quickly as we can.
And detectives fear this will just continue to escalate as the months go on. They say it's been going on for about 6 months or so with various flare-ups around Gwinnett County. Live in Gwinnett County, Tony Thomas, Channel 2 Action News.
Okay, so you guys just watched the video. So as you guys can see, the rap beef between Migos and 2G has just gotten worse and worse. Now somebody has passed away and they've been killed because of this foolishness. But what's even more disturbing is that one of the members, Kiara Cephas, aka Offset, in the group, he was aiming to kill Offset, and he ended up hitting and killing Paris Brown. But now nobody is speaking. There was all these witnesses there. Migos refuses to cooperate. This whole situation is turned into a mess. A lot of folks are really upset. You know, once again, why is it always hip-hop and rap music? Why is it when we see somebody else coming up, doing their thing, starting to get national exposure, you got folks who feel some type of way? You got this man trying to literally kill Offset because he's becoming more popular. The same thing happened with Doe B down in Alabama. The same thing happened with Little Snoop down in New Orleans. I mean, this is just insane. The same thing happened with Dollar. Once he left Atlanta, was going to Cali. I mean, this whole situation is just sad that all these up-and-coming rappers are either getting shot at, you know, innocent people are losing their lives, but then they have this no snitching policy going on. Is just a shame. You had 30 people at this party, including the group members, including the person whose life that they were trying to take, and nobody wants to cooperate. You know, but that's how it is in the streets. You know, everybody's so busy with this whole stop snitching thing, and you can't tell. And I feel like all you're doing now is basically leaving the door wide open for somebody else to come and hurt you. This whole situation is really, really disturbing, that you have all these witnesses, you have the man who they attempted to take his life, and everybody's just mum about this situation. No one wants to say anything, you know, and it's just sad that folks can't shine and folks can't make it or break into the industry without having other folks feeling some type of way, you know, rival rap groups and rival rappers, and, you know, it's just really, really sad. You don't see this with any other genre besides hip-hop. You know, instead of getting mad and feeling some type of way and having a rivalry, and a lot of that happens down in Atlanta. You know, we've heard of all types of cliques beefing, Gucci Mane and Jeezy and T.I. and, you know, all these different cliques that were beefing at one point in time. You know, they've all calmed down, but it seems like the next generation that's coming up, they're falling right off in their footsteps, you know, and it's sad because there's enough money out here for everybody to eat. If you're talented, if you can produce, if you can make good music, people are going to come. But, you know, why hate on somebody else who done came up, or, you know, that other people in the industry are recognizing? Why not make your music better so that way folks Google you and try to figure out who you are and support you? Why does everything have to turn violent? You know, that's the shit I don't understand. You know, Doe B was a young man. You know, his baby was just born recently, not too long ago, because his girlfriend was pregnant. She recently had his baby. And you have a child out here, you know, another one who's going to be out here growing up without a father. And now because what? Some petty, stupid rap beef. Let's not forget the other girl who lost her life the same night as Doe B. She went there as a fan and she ended up losing her life. I mean, so this whole situation is crazy. That's why I say sometimes you have to be really careful who you fan for and what situation you put yourself in. That's why there's certain concerts, certain artists I will not go. It's not the artist's fault, but you have a lot of ignorant people around. And there's just certain crowds I just won't deal with. You know, if I want to go to a rap concert, like when I went to go see Drake, I will go somewhere safe where there's security, there's metal detectors, you know, somewhere like the Target Center. It also depends on that rapper, that entertainer. If it's like an older, more established group, you're going to have an older crowd. But when it's one of these young rap groups, these little rah-rah groups, and all they talk about is shooting and killing and getting crump and getting high, you're going to get more of a rowdy crowd. So them crowds, anything 18 plus, you will not find TT there, period, point blank. The young kids out there, be mindful of who you stand for. Be mindful of who you're a fan of. Be mindful of your environment. You never want to put yourself in a position where, you know, you're going to go support an artist or look out for an artist and then something happens to you. So anyways, go ahead and leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts on this entire situation. All right, deuces.